Let us study why the value of G is 0 at the center of the earth. For that, with the help of a diagram, I will explain. Just see, this is the earth. This is its center. Here one object is there. That object is going deep into the earth. Now the object reached at this place. Now here we can see that the distance of the object from the surface towards it, that we can take as small d. Now the radius of the earth, if you are taking from the surface of the earth towards the center, that we can take as capital R. Now the object is lying here, and from the object towards the center of the earth, if we see the distance, we can calculate as R minus small d. So we can say that this is the earth. Now the object is lying, or object moved towards the center, but at present the object is reached at this particular distance. So from the surface towards the object, how much distance the object covered, that we can write as small d. Now the distance of the object from the center of the earth, for calculating, we can be able to subtract the distance of the object from the radius of the earth, that is R minus d. Now the mass of the earth we can write as capital M. Capital M is the mass of the earth. I am not writing ME, just I am writing capital M. Now you see, here the object is lying. From here, if we are drawing or if we are making a sphere, we can say that here now, for this object, the object is lying here. For this object, we can say that distance towards the earth, how much is there? For finding that only we had found the value here, that is R minus d. Now you see, when the object is lying here, for this object, the size of the earth will be this much. Radius of the earth we have to calculate this much. Other part, no effect on this body. Actually the size of the earth is this much, but for this object, once it reaches at a particular depth, then other part of the earth does not have any effect, any force on this object. Now we can say that here this sphere is there, the object is lying here, its radius, that means its distance from here till the center, R minus d is there. Now total radius of the earth is capital R is there. Now we can say that mass of this sphere alone, we can take it as capital M dash. Now gravitational force exerting on the surface of the earth, we can write as capital G. Now the gravitational force acting on this body when it is lying at the depth d, so we can write here as G dash. So we can say that gravitational force acting on the body, that is equal to G dash. G dash means at the depth d. But gravitational force acting on the body, if it is on the surface of the earth, that is small g. Now we can say that the depth of the object, that is the position of the object, I can say, that is deep inside the earth, the position is small d. Now we people are finding what will be the force, that is gravitational force acting on this object by the earth. For finding that, we are having one formula with us, that is capital F is equal to capital G into M dash, because we are studying about this object only. Here the object is lying, on this object how much gravitational force is acting. For finding that, we are using which formula? F is equal to capital G into capital M dash, that is the mass of this sphere, into small m, that is the mass of the object, upon the distance of the object from the center of the earth, that is equal to capital R minus D whole square. So here what is saying? Force acting on the object by the center of the earth, that is equal to capital G into M dash into small m. Small m means the mass of the object upon capital R minus D whole square. Now we are having one formula with us, that is one more important thing. Here when we study about the density of the earth, when we are speaking about the density of earth, any part of the earth will have uniform density. Whatever density is there, density, what is the formula for finding density? That is mass upon volume. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Mass upon volume. So we can say that density of the earth has a speciality. Any part, whether this side, any part if we consider, the density remains uniform. Why? Because it is a sphere. Earth is like a sphere, like a ball. So any part of the earth will have same density. For finding density, we people already studied the formula, that is mass upon volume. Now here, where we are going to use this formula? We are going to use the formula of mass of this object at this particular space. For finding that, we are from this formula itself, I am removing the value of m1. So we can find now m1 not m dash, that is equal to density or volume. First I am writing volume into density. So we will write now m dash is equal to volume. Want to write volume of this sphere. Already you people studied in your mathematics. So we will study now 4 upon 3 pi r cube into. Now here this r cube is there, so that r means here I am writing the radius of the earth from the center towards the object. So we can write that the distance of the object from the center towards the object. So here instead of volume of the sphere, you people already studied 4 upon 3 into pi r cube. But now I am changing this r cube. Instead of that, I am writing the distance of the object from the center, that is r minus d whole cube. R minus d whole cube into. Now density of the earth. Any part of the earth, same density is there. So the formula 4 upon density. What is the formula for finding density? Mass upon mass of the earth. Mass of the earth I am writing as capital M upon volume of the earth. Volume of which one? Earth. The whole thing. So I am writing as 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Yes. So here now what is saying? For finding mass of the object, we are having one formula, that is volume into density. Why? Because here the object is lying at a depth where? Inside the earth. Now we can say that here the object where it is lying, that region onwards, if we make a circle, we are getting again a sphere inside. But this will be a small sphere. This is a large sphere inside a small sphere. Now here we can find its radius. That means this will be the distance of the object from the center towards it. That distance we can calculate. How we can be able to calculate? This is the distance from the surface to this particular spot. The distance of the object. That we can write as small d. This from the surface of the earth till the center, this is the radius of the earth. Now the distance of the object from the center is equal to r minus d. Now we are finding which one? Volume of this sphere into density. That means the mass of the object we have to find out. So that we people are finding with the help of volume as well into density. So here what is there? For finding the mass of this object, we have to use this formula, that is volume into density. Now we can say that for finding the volume, we are having one formula with us. Why? Because it is a spherical surface. So we are having which formula? 4 upon 3 into pi into r minus d whole square into density, means a mass upon volume, that is capital M, that is mass of the earth, upon 4 upon 3 into pi r cube. Now here this 4 upon 3 and 4 upon 3 I am cancelling. Pi and pi I am cancelling. So what value we will get then? M dash is equal to r minus d whole cube into capital M. Capital M means the mass of the earth upon r cube. Now we are having other formula with us. What is that? F is a simple formula you people already studied. That formula I am writing. What is that? F is equal to M into G. Here G I am showing that gravitational force exerting on the object which is lying at a depth or deep inside the earth. So the gravitational force exerting on this object, that I meant here, G dash. Now here we are finding what is G dash. So G dash is equal to capital F upon small m. So here what is saying? F is equal to m into G dash. Now G dash is equal to what? Capital F upon m. Now we people are substituting the value of F that we had already studied here. F is equal to capital G m dash into m upon r minus d whole square. So here now what is writing? Capital force we are writing afterwards. So here see, G dash is equal to capital F upon capital small m. Same thing only, from this equation I derived. Now we are putting the value of F here. So G dash is equal to, we are taking the same formula, that is capital G capital M dash small m upon r minus d whole square. Again children, one more m is there. So that is upon small m. See, G dash is equal to capital F upon small m. Capital F means the same value which I written here. Capital G into capital M dash into small m upon capital R minus D whole square. Then upon m, that I written here, upon m. Now we have to cancel this and this m. Both the m we are cancelling. So what will be our answer here, children? Now I am writing here G small dash, that is equal to capital G capital M small dash upon R minus D whole square. So this one I mentioned, that is a dash. Okay. Now we have got the value here, capital G M dash, then small m I cancelled. Now we have got the answer, G dash is equal to capital G capital M dash upon R minus D square. Now we people are substituting the value of M dash. Now here we have to substitute the value of M dash. Now here M dash, the M dash already we found here this value. Here we have got the answer. M dash is equal to what? So this M dash, that place I am going to substitute the value of M dash. So listen here, G, that is gravitational force acting on the body at this depth. That is G is equal to, G dash is equal to capital G into M dash means capital R minus D whole cube into mass of the earth upon capital R cube. Now we have got the formula here now. Capital, here one more thing is there. See, G dash is equal to G M dash in upon capital R minus D whole square. Afterwards substituting the value of M dash here. So M dash is equal to only the M value I written here now, up till now. G written, M's value I written. Now what is written, left out? R minus D whole square. So into this value I am writing into R minus D whole square. Yes children, here now we can find that here R minus D cube is there. At the same time here R minus D square is there. So then we have to cut it and make it short. So we will see now G dash, that is equal to, now here this place 2 is there, this place 3 is there. So what I am doing, the whole thing I am cancelling here, but at the same time here this 3 I am removing. So what will be our value? G into this M I am writing here into R minus D upon R cube. So we have got the value of G dash, that is capital G into capital M into R minus D upon R cube. Now this equation I am writing as the first equation. Why? Later we are going to use this equation. Now children, I am going to rub this figure. Now listen, actually we wanted to know what will be the value of, already we know, we wanted to know or we wanted to prove the value of G, small g at the center of the earth is 0. For that we are taking the value of G when it is there at the, when any object is lying on the surface of the earth. So for that first I am writing the value of G on the surface of the earth. For that we are having one formula we had already studied, that is capital G into capital M. M means the mass of the earth upon capital R square. So, for concluding the value of G dash is 0, we are taking the help of small g which is lying on the surface of the earth. So, we can say that for finding the value of small g on the surface of the earth, we had already studied in the previous topic, that is small g is equal to capital Gm upon R square. Now, if we are multiplying, we will get the answer here. G capital R square, that is equal to capital G into capital M. Now, the value of Gm, we have got how much? Small g R square. Small g is the gravitational force exerted on the surface of the earth. Now R square, that is the radius of the earth. Then Gm, we have already got it. Now the value of Gm substituting here. So let us see now. G dash. We wanted to prove G dash only. That means G dash is equal to 0 when it is at the surface of the, when it is in the center of the earth. So listen here. G dash, that is equal to, now Gm, there I am putting this value, that is small g capital R square into R minus D, then upon R cube. Now what I am doing, I am multiplying up and down with the capital R. So we will multiply with the capital R on both the sides. Then how it can be? G dash is equal to small g capital R square, then into R minus D into, here with the R we have to multiply up and down. So R here I written, now upon R cube into capital R. Now after multiplying, what answer we will get? Let us see. So G dash is equal to GR square into R. So I am writing as GR cube into R minus D upon R cube into capital R. Both of them I am cancelling. Then what will be our answer? G into capital R minus D upon capital R. Here the D is the distance of the object from the surface of the earth. Now you see, here again we have to divide these two things with the capital R. So then again I am writing G dash is equal to, now what will be? G into, after that R divided by R, R upon R minus D upon R. So from this equation we can understand that G means what? Gravitational force exerted on the surface of the earth. If the object is lying on the surface of the earth, gravitational force acting on the object, that we can write G. G dash is if the object is lying deep inside the earth, on that how much gravitational force is acting, that we can represent by putting small g. Now you see here, from this equation we can understand that G dash is, from this, therefore I am writing, therefore G dash is smaller than, what is there? Here just see, R upon R we will get 1 minus, here some value will be there, whatever it is, G into 1 G, then from that we have to minus here whichever or whatever value is getting. So anyhow, this value will be less than this. Why? Because g dash is equal to g dash, g is not coming. Why? Because here one value will be there. That value will be anyhow less than g dash. Sorry, less than g. So because of that we can say that g dash is less than g. Why? From g any value will minus, then only we will get g dash. So from this we can understand that value of g dash is smaller than g. G dash means gravitational force acting on the object when it is lying at a depth inside the earth. G means gravitational force acting on the body when it is lying on the surface of the earth. Now here, if the object is, now again I am drawing this diagram and showing, this is the center. If the object is lying at the center of the earth, center of the earth plus object also lying at the center of the earth, so we can say that D will be equal to capital R. If the object is lying at the center of the earth, then the distance of the object from the surface of the earth will be equal to the radius of the earth. So now you see, therefore G dash is equal to G into capital R upon capital R minus, here distance I am counting, capital R upon capital R. So what will be our answer now? This case, therefore G dash is equal to G into, here R upon R 1, that means R upon R means 1, minus again R upon R, that is again 1. So what will be our answer? Therefore G dash is equal to G into 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. So when we multiply G with 0, we will get the answer 0. So we can say that when the object is lying at the center of the earth, the distance of the object from the surface of the earth towards the center, that will be equal to the radius of the earth. As a result of it, we are going to get the answer G dash is equal to 0. So this way we can be able to derive the value of G dash, that is 0 when it is reaches at the surface of the, at the center of the earth. Thank you.